does the lone Wankel engine, the lone rotary in Formula Drift competition. Let's go Mohan. Here comes Kyle Mohan. Comes down, initiates a slow trickle there. You saw him now turn on the smoke machine. Remember, he has an incomplete run on his first run. And now brings it around. Looks like we might be seeing a score from Mohan as he continues across the finish line. A 150 direct pour shot, 67, a 67. So barely holds on to that number 30 spot. We'll see if that holds. Remember, Jeff. And we got a clean start. James Dean out front, the machine. Kyle Mohan looks like he is falling in. Does not initiate. James Dean comes off that touch and go into that first outer zone. Into the second outer zone. And one more front clip. All right, here we go. Kyle Mohan out front. James Dean in that chase position. Oh, and Kyle Mohan, you can see a bit of a slow roll there on initiation. James Dean keeps his composure though. Now transitions. That first outer zone. Now in the second outer zone. The drone in tow. And around that final clip. Oh, and Kyle Mohan rotates. More as far as keeping its poise. On his first run. Throws, you can see, he gets tight to the wall. A bit more angle, and look at that. And that front right. Slams down. Bring up the third hash marks. Right now, right. Runs to what we've seen previously from
and then pushing up onto the big bank. So for Kyle Mohan, his first run is in the books.
78. That's a 78 for Kyle Mohan. And here comes Mohan. Leaving the start line. Banging on those wankles. Quick little hesitation, but then mashes the throttle. Massive angle there from Mohan. Oh. A little bit of a hiccup, and he saw some debris fly off his vehicle there, his front bumper. And brings it across the finish line, Ryan.
Well, let's take a look here at Kyle Mohan's second run. I think it might be really close. Yes, it is. 79.
And it's 79, just barely. So holding on by the skin of the quote. And I was talking to Blake Olson, a few of the other drivers, Riley Sexman, that it's basically it was wet and then it was dry. So just changing from those conditions and those surfaces. Here we go, our first driver here in pro qualifying, Kyle, the Menace Mohan, American Ethanol, top one oil, Mazda Tricks, Mazda RX-8 comes ripping up the hill as Kyle Mohan threw that horseshoe and now exits out. And Kyle Mohan right here before qualifying got into right about there. Man, look at that. Mohan going for it right now. Well, he was actually in between on 75. So a great score there for Kyle Mohan. That's a 75 for him on his first run. But shout out to Adrian who maybe as Mohan. Ready to go. This is the beginning of our second qualifying runs for all of our drivers. Mohan needs to get a score, or actually he has a 75 on his first run, I apologize. 75 on his first run, goes into that front clip. Mohan comes out, guns a-blazing. Shortened his car here by at least a foot or two, it seems like. And through that horseshoe, and brings it on down to Mohanville, Rotaryville, last star for this reader, I believe.
Honadale.
Yeah, Honadale. And Chelsea Denofa. Chelsea Denofa had that incomplete.
Yeah.
So, first portion of this battle, Kyle Mohan launches off. For all you Rotary fans out here, last star fighter, the last Wankel fighter. Oh, and a big separation already out of the gate as Odi Bakshi's pulling away in that S14. Walking and up into that first outer zone and then into that second outer zone. Mohan shortens it up to gain some ground as Odie, showing you why he is our current points leader, just puts the car in all the right places. Kyle Mohan, but we were going to bed last night thinking we're just going to wake up to absolute moisture, so even just getting a few runs in. Here we go. Kyle Mohan initiates. Whoa, Odie Bakshi's right there. A bit of a straight line approach, really locking him up as Mohan, but Odie keeps his composure. Mohan ripping up the hill. Oh, and Odie taps him. Mohan stays in it. Two gladiators on the track.
Well, remember, that area is...
I'm kind of leaning towards the side that Kyle, might have slowed down, and looks like that would be the case. So Odie Bakshi does get the victory. Again, they've now completed the Wankel, the three points of the Wankel. Adrian, Kyle, now their new son. All right, here we go. Kyle Mohan initiates that American Ethanol Mazda RX-8. Just keeps it really consistent. Transitions in, you can hear the lift, but then finds it right in between. Again, the judge are saying that back tire should be right in between the white and the yellow line. Pass the front clip in that touch and go, hit it, quit it. Now get back out there, and then tightens it in. There we go, well done. And there's the score, an 83 for that American Ethanol Mazda RX-8, Top One Oil, Mazda Tricks on Nexon tires. Can't completely guarantee that you're correct, but I'm kidding. Kyle Mohan, here we go. American Ethanol, Nexon tires, Mazda Tricks, Mazda RX-8. Slamming down into that flat bottom, keeps it smooth. The RX-8 into that second outer zone. Popping a wheelie there. Ripping and ripping. Let's see how he handles this touch and go. Quick little lift. And brings it across the finish line. Mohan. Again, congratulations to him and his wife. Their newborn. 82, so an 83 on the first run is the better of the two. So back to the action. James the Machine Dean, two-time defending champion, going against Kyle the Menace Mohan. James Dean initiates. Qualified 5th yesterday. Really high on the bank. Kyle Mohan hanging tough in the lone rotary in competition, the American Ethanol Mazda Tricks RX-8. Switching chassis from MX-5 now to the RX-8 this year. James Dean, it's a new chassis for him. Might look the same. He's dealt with some gremlins. He got on the podium last round of competition. Once again, a Formula Drift staple. Love to see Kyle Mohan get on the box, and here we go. Mohan with his Mazda RX-8. Down that back straight, initiates right at that last cone, and that's exactly where it needs to be. You can hear the killer bees coming down that big bank. Very good, clean line there. Just barely dips a toe into that touch and go, really feeling that second outer zone, tight to that front clip. Now transitioning through that chicane. Webtex BMW, and there's Mohan with a 63 for Kyle Mohan. Kyle the Menace Mohan from Long Beach, California. Has never podiumed after all these years of competition. Would love to see him get on the box, and goes to initiate, and looks like area.
Truth be told.
Oh, you're trying to find a zinger towards me, huh? Okay. Well, I got a little bit and a lot of bit. All right, here we go. Ryan Turk has come out. Toyota Racing Toyota 86. Kyle Mohan with that American Ethanol Mazda RX-8. Coming on into that power alley. That 2JZ 86 as Kyle Mohan brings him around that final front clip. And NATO Tires will give chase. Also sponsored by NOS Energy Drink and BC Racing. Here we go. Kyle Mohan comes out swinging, initiates. Not exactly the highest on the bank, but now looks like he's throwing some more angle at it as Ryan Turk now comes into the power alley. Very shallow there from Ryan Turk, now transitioning into that second outer zone and into the inner clip. Now as they bring it around that final
Chase run in order to move on, it looks like he did that. But let's make it official.
Slide him left for Mohan or right for Ryan Turk, and Ryan Turk gets the victory and advances on. So, in my mind, but the 79 there for Berion, as Kyle the Menace Mohan, the American Ethanol Mazda Trix Mazda RX-8 Top 1 Oil. Kyle Mohan, a new father. Congratulations to him and his wife. As now, the lone rotary, the last starfighter, as you can call it, banging away in his wankles. Throws it into that first outside zone. Good execution for him. Gets out to that touch and go. Again, that is a touch and go. Now the front clip, you really need to dial it in. He does just that really good on that front right headlight, easy for me to say. Now transitioning touch and go, hit it and quit it and bring it in on home. There's Kyle Mohan. Really good execution. Again, there is one driver in contention of not showing up into head-to-head, and that's Jonathan Castro. But right now, everybody trying to better their first scores. As Kyle Mohan, American Ethanol, Top 1 Oil Mazda Trix Mazda RX-8. And right on that front clip, doesn't knock it over, so 2 points will be awarded to him, or not deducted, I should say. Touch and go, straight line approach on that front clip. Definitely need to. All right, Mohan with a 73 on his second run, so the first run of a 75 will be the better of the two. Again, new father.
It is in this kind of lighting, it's definitely going to be challenging.
All right, here we go. Peter Trubisek from Poland initiates in the outside zone. Kyle Mohan not getting all the way out there. Now a transition into the touch and go. Into that front clip. Good execution there from the Candyman, as we call him. And flicks it into the oh man, nice job. Touch and go. And now we got a clean start. Kyle Mohan out front. Let's see how the lone rotary does. Out front, but Piotr Visek right there in the wings. And into the front clip goes Kyle Mohan. Nice job from him, filling all the second outer zone into the touch and go. Hits it, quits it. Visek actually getting even
areas and then surging forward, keeping the proximity on. Let's make it official here with the judges' results.
And slide him right for Piotr Visek. The Polish driver gets the victory, knocking out Kyle Mohan.
Go.
And the heat and the conditions and the elements, right? So Kyle Mohan up next. Yeah, so we officially have 32 drivers. That's if everybody that showed up is running. So Kyle Mohan here, American Ethanol Mazda Trix Mazda RX-8. Johnny FPV rejoining us here at round 7 of the Formula Drift Black Magic Pro Championship. Kyle Mohan, nasty flick there. Look at filling all of it, just barely passing by that front clip. See, that's what I was talking about. As you said, it just says you can go that deep. It's not necessary. Just about that third hash mark on that final front clip and that finish line. I like that. So as kind of unassuming as it looks, it's still a very difficult track. 82 and 82 there for Kyle Mohan on his first run. Here we go, Kyle the Menace Mohan. On his second run, American Ethanol Mazda Trix. He does have a score in his back pocket, but he'd love to step up even higher. He has a 82 on his first run. Talk about consistent throttle. The lone rotary competition swings wide around that final front clip run. With an 82. Wow, at least he's consistent, right? So an 82 there for Mohan. Mazda RX-8. Let's send it, fellas. Osbo and Mohan. Osbo throws it in. That 5-door hatchback. And Mohan right to the side of the Toyota Corolla. Now transitioning into the third outer zone. Oh, and Mohan gets into the dirt. Takes that outside zone indicator out of the way and into the final clip. Looks like Mohan makes a correction and crosses the finish line. Mohan, Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer, Osbo out of the gate, and here comes Mohan, initiates. A new father himself, let's see if he can give birth here to A top 16 showing. Frederick Osbo in the chase position. Hunts him down and past that first inside clip, and now into the last outside zone and last final front clip as Mohan goes off into the dirt. All right, slide him left for Mohan, right for Frederick Osbo, and there you go. Frederick Osbo gets the victory, taking out Kyle Mohan. So there you have it with Osbo advancing on, and like you said, Ryan, our top contender still in the hunt. And you got to start thinking about mathematics. You know, Forsberg was just on the outside looking in, top 6 with his qualifying 5th position compared over to Osbo, this, that.
Now and really gaining some confidence. It'll be interesting to see how he attacks one of his other home courses.
Well, he knows his course. He's been here for numerous years. We'd love to see Mohan get on the box, and he gets up high on that bank. Drops down a little bit here. We can see that drone in tow there. Johnny FPV works his way up top. Portion of the outside zone transition past the first front clip. Looked like his transition was a little too early there on that crossover. Now in that second outer zone, could definitely get out a little bit. Consistent. You can see that smoke trail consistent with the throttle. The lone rotary in competition, crossing that finish line.
And the overhead, and Johnny's really come through with some tremendous shots overall.
A 71 there for Kyle the Menace Mohan, excuse me, and the American. And the lid is down. There we go with Kyle Mohan, his second run. He had a 71 on his first run. Like you said, Ryan, you're talking about Mr. Mohan, Kyle's dad, talking about just feeling the flow. It feels scary, but that's, you know, if you're not scared, you're doing it wrong. Big angle there from him. A big lift there, Ryan, going to that second outer zone. Oh, but he backs it in. You can see the drunk attitude getting bucked up and across the finish line. So there you have it. Kyle Mohan crossing. Does he better a 71? What do you think, Ryan?
I think so.
I would definitely agree, and he did. 84. So an 84 there for Mohan on his second run. He does. You can see them there in the middle. They extinguish, and away they go. Longkin Jr., his RTR teammate Chelsea Denofa, that pole sitter, and now sits in the 16 as Kyle Mohan is initiating. Not as high on the bank. Quite a bit straightening there past that front inside clip. As Vaughn comes off that second outside zone a little early, but zeroes in on that front inside clip and crossing the finish line, Ryan. So you throw 2 cars in the mix, the lights on the smoke, it really blinds you quite a bit. So everybody could hope for some wind, a little bit of wind this evening. It'll clear out and dissipate the smoke fairly quickly. Here we go. Mohan initiates. Vaughn Gittin Jr. really dropping in right next to him. See how he handles it. Cuts through the smoke. Vaughn Gittin Jr. you can see almost blinded by it, but holds on as now he regains some ground. Kyle Mohan really fell in that second outside zone. He comes off a little early as well, and through the finish line and that outside zone.
Cut as he can, that he's got control of his vehicle.
And there you go, slide him left for Mohan or right for Vaughn Gittin Jr. So it'll be Forsberg and Gittin in the top 16, these two FD veterans.